I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist Ryan Martin with a look at your midday weather update. Cool fronts are working through the Corn Belt right now. Not a lot of precipitation with them, as we expected, but you're definitely going to be seeing a big difference in temperatures. As a matter of fact, we're taking our temperatures down a little bit as we go through the Friday night, Saturday night time frames across a large chunk of the Corn Belt. You could even say later tonight, maybe in the upper Midwest. I think we're looking at frost and freeze conditions out there. Now, I don't think the frost and freeze conditions go any farther south than what is normal first frost date areas here today, tomorrow. So it's not a big news story, but the air is definitely colder than what we had originally been talking. We've got a strong Canadian high nosing in. Now, the fact that the high is so strong also continues to lead us to believe we're looking at better rain chances next week. On the backside of the high, we should see some very, very strong winds start to wrap up, and that will pump some warmer and more humid air up into the area where our next front comes through. That should bring out better precipitation. We're going to go ahead and raise our totals to a quarter to 1 full inch across a large part of the Corn Belt, probably 70 to 80%. As you get into the central and eastern Corn Belt, you can probably raise that to 90% time frame on that Wednesday, Thursday of next week. We'll follow that up with a mostly dry and cool pattern then, settling back in to finish out the month of October and head toward November. More of the weather scenario that we need to look at lies overseas now as we're wrapping up our crop year here, of course. Harvest weather looks good. But as we move overseas, we're starting to see a little bit better rainfall potential sneaking into the former Soviet Union, Ukraine. This is looking the best probably as we go through, let's say, late this week, the weekend. I'm specifically thinking about Saturday, Sunday, Monday right now, and mostly over Ukraine as we see a nice frontal system coming in from the west. At this point, I guess I'm not going to change my rainfall totals much. Just still looking at quarter to maybe 3/4 inch totals, if we're lucky up to an inch. I do think the coverage is a little bit worse, probably 50%. We had been going 60. But we're also looking to maybe extend and get a secondary batch of moisture come through as we head through the second half of next week. So, yeah, we take a little bit away on the first system to kick the week off, but we're going to bring a second one in. So we're liking that. And also what we like, the second system for the 22nd, 23rd, 24th also seems to want to hold together and move into Russian areas as well. The central region, the southern region, probably even holding on into the Volga region. And rainfall totals might be half to 1 inch there in that extended forecast period. So some rain's coming. Will it be the be-all, end-all? No. But at this point, as dry as it's been, we kind of mentioned this the other day online, as dry as it's been, this is the best chance of rain we've seen in a while. Now, as we take a look at Australian weather, there's not a whole lot brand new there. As a matter of fact, dryness still seems to want to be the major player. We have seen some weakening of the offshore highs, just off the south edge of the continent. We've seen some weakening there, but not enough to allow anything big in. We do see a nice weather system starting to form just south of the state of South Australia as we head through Monday night, Tuesday of next week. Pushes some moisture in to South Australia itself. Probably 30 to 40% coverage, amounts up to 1/3 of an inch, that's all. But then that holds together, and it looks like New South Wales and Victoria, so the southeastern part of Australia's wheat belt, will get nice rains as we head through midweek to next week, anywhere from 1/4 to maybe 1 full inch in spots. So that'll be good rain. Western Australia is still missing out, and it looks like the extended forecast period will keep a large part of Australia's wheat belt dry. And then as we go into South America, that's the other international region that we really need to pay attention to at this point in time. Looking at action there, and it's just not overly exciting. We're not all of a sudden looking at big rains moving in. As a matter of fact, it's kind of a drier period here, especially in the central north, Mato Grosso, Goiás, Bahia. Not seeing much rain there. Scattered showers over the south and southeastern part of the country. Better rains in Argentina, to be perfectly honest with you, especially as we go through the first part of next week. But I think if we're waiting on rain still in Mato Grosso, for example, we're going to be waiting at least another 7 to 10 days. That's the way things are stacking up. Have a great rest of your day. If you got any questions on the weather, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.